Hey, shalom, shalom. Hayawam Tawab, which is good day at Nakana Waha a bar, inshallah, Walakim La Tham, Call Shabawai, Baharachawa, Kakshaw, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Ma Amath, which is certainly, hey, we the Hebrew Israelites, coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, to preach to you so called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners, Nechamatham, Kaya, Hamalakwatha Shemayim, Korah, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Hakodash, Wamashana, Kabadim Zaquim Nawa, Wamala Akim Shaw, Yashala Zaquim, Hagadawa, Wachasa, Washalawam, Wabarakim, Laha, Bacharim Shawha, Kabaya Shah Shalawam. So all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means he exists, Bahasham. In the name Yahweh Shai delivers double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. All right. This is Mashoya, Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. All right, and essentially going into verse 2, all right, the mouth of the wise, all right, they're ultimately going to rightly divide the word of truth. You know, that's how you use knowledge aright. And it says the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. You know, you got guys that, you know, break the scriptures down wrong, you see. And I want to go into this video because chiefly for verse 1, it says a soft answer turneth away wrath. All right, because, you know, the righteous, the wise is going to use those soft answers to turn away wrath, you know, in different situations, you know, that we may be in, you know, and just in the spirit, you know, a soft answer can turn away wrath, which is anger or rage, you know. So I want to touch on this word soft. And it says rock. It says tender, soft, delicate, weak of heart. All right, tender-hearted, faint-hearted, literally or figuratively. All right. And then this word is comprised of the ra and the ka. All right, that ra, as we can see, it goes into ra'ash, which means it goes into a head of man, the beginning of the highest. But then also ra'ash goes into the literal head. So this one is talking about the head. All right, so then we have the ka that goes into kap. All right, which is the word for ka, and it says palm of hand or to open. All right, so right here, kap that goes into be curved, bent, to submit oneself. I'm going to these words in the blue letter. So we got head, word for head, and it says ra'ash, and it says head, top, summit, upper part. All right, so then we get the word for palm, which is kap. All right, and it says palm, but this the meaning from the word we're going into, which is rock. Some of the meaning comes from the root word hasharash tabar, the root word. All right, so which this goes into bend down, to bow oneself. So when you bow yourself, you essentially submit yourself to anyone, all right, in a given situation. So going back, that word that we got from Proverbs, Mashoya chapter 15 and verse 1, it says a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. All right, so essentially it can bring down a particular situation, or it can make it increase. You know, I'm gonna get that real fast. This is Proverbs Mashoya chapter 18 in verse 21. It says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. You know, so in a given situation, you know, your speech can get you out of a particular situation through the spirit, you know. So that's why it says a soft answer can turn away wrath. Now let's get some examples of or let's go back to the definition, then get some examples of what a soft answer would be. All right, the word is rock. All right, it's ra'ash is the head for the ra. All right, then you got ka, which is kap, kaya, haka. All right, the letter ka. All right, which kaya means for. All right, so then it says use the head to submit oneself. All right, because you use the head ra'ash, which is the letter or the word for ra, to submit oneself, which goes into the ka. All right, now let's go into the definition for soft. All right, so it says not harsh or onerous or onerous in character, based on negotiation, conciliation, or flexibility, rather than on force, threats, or intransigence or something like that. All right, but flexibility, that's where we get this right here from, because everything goes back to the Hebrew. It says flexibility. When you bend something, when you curve it, that shows that it has some flex to it. It's flexible, you know. But going into that word, it says based on negotiation. How do you get your way in negotiation? You got to use your mind, you know. So essentially, going into that word in Hebrew, it was a rock. So you would use your mind, all right, to see ultimately how you could use the power of persuasion, so to speak. All right, if it was if the ability was there through the spirit, you know. But if if it was a situation to where we would just have to take the low, you know. We just have to take the low, you know, because both situations could arise. But just going into that word soft, it says a soft answer turneth away wrath. All right, so soft, gentle, and gentle, you know, gentle words. You know, you wouldn't say something that's going to piss somebody off. You know, you wouldn't say something out of your own heart, your personal feelings. You know, it's more so using verbal judo. Now I want to get that real fast. All right, this is the definition for verbal judo. And it says, gentle art of persuasion that redirects others' behavior with words and generates voluntary compliance. It says to listen and speak more effectively, engage. All right, then it says, let me see. It says the essence of verbal judo is to influence others to come around your way of thinking, and is best defined as a gentle yet powerful way of persuasion. You see, so you wouldn't want to stoop down to a low level. And when I say a low level, all right, like exchanging words back and forth, you know, more so using wisdom, you see. And then, you know, we may have to take the low in certain situations, you know. So by taking the low, all right, ultimately it can turn away wrath. All right, and we got an example of that right here. This is Shawapatyam, Judges. Judges, where we at? Judges chapter 8 and verse 1, it says, and the men of Aparyam said unto him, why hast thou served us thus, that thou caughtest us not when thou wentest to fight with the Midianites? And they did chide with him sharply. And he said unto them, what have I done now in comparison of you? Is not the gleaning of grapes of Ephraim better than the vintage of Abazir? The Most High hath delivered into your hands the princes of Midian, Oreb and Zaab, and what was I able to do in comparison of you? Then their anger was abated toward him when he said that, you know, because he was using wisdom. Now let's get this in the NLT. It said, then the people of Aparyam then the people of Aparyam asked Gadaiwan, why have you treated us this way? Why didn't you send for us when we first went out to fight the Midianites? And they argued heatedly with Gadaiwan Gideon. But Gideon replied, what have I accomplished compared to you? You know, he essentially was using verbal judo, if you will, you know, because he didn't want any issues. So it says, what have I accomplished compared to you? Aren't even the leftover grapes of Ephraim's harvest better than the entire crop of my little clan of Abazir? So he's like, what you've done, isn't that way better than, you know, what I've done? So it says, the Most High gave you victory over Oreb and Zaab, the commanders of the Midianite army. What have I accomplished compared to that? When the men of Aparyam heard Gadaiwan's answer, they their anger subsided, you know, because he was using the soft words, or verbal judo, if you will, you know. And again, it could be some, you know, some situations to where you just have to completely take the low, you know, because the scriptures say this right here. This is Mashallah, Proverbs, chapter 15. We'll get verse 33. It says, the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. You know, we might just have to take the low, you know. All right. But it's all through the Spirit. All right, I'm going to get another one. This is Proverbs, Mashallah, chapter 17 and verse 27. It says, he that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. All right. So I'm going to get this word for excellent, and it says quar. All right, and it says contracted from an unused root, meaning to chill. It says cool, calm, self-possessed of spirit. It says root, meaning to chill, cool, figuratively, quiet, cold, excellent from the margin. It says quiet, cold, you know, so essentially going into that excellent spirit. All right, self-possessed, you know, being calm in these different situations, you know, because you, again, going back to the root, to this word that we got, which was rock. All right, Ra'ash is part of that word, which is the head. So you got to use your head, and in using your head, you got to keep yourself calm. Going back to Mashallah, Proverbs 17 and 27, he that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit, of a cool spirit, you know, a calm and collected spirit. All right, in those different moments, you know, when you have to use those soft answers. All right, I'm gonna get that again. All right, this is the word for, or this is Proverbs, Mashallah 15 and 1. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. So in different situations, you're not going to use grievous words. It's going to piss somebody off. You know, you actually, going into that saying, you'll collect more flies with honey than with vinegar. You know, so you use something that's going to give some way, all right, in order to keep leverage over a particular situation, or you might just have to completely take the low, you know. All right, so I got a prayer with this. It says, I'm reading in Hebrew, and then I'll read it in English. It says, Dan la ya chazak la yash rocha kwar ba hapanyam shah tazara. All right, so it'll be Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah Babakusha Natan la ya chazak la yash rocha kwar ba Hapanyam Shah Tazara, all right, which goes into give to me strength to have a cool spirit, or a calm spirit, self-possessed spirit in the face of adversity or trouble. You know, going back to Proverbs 17 and 27. All right, and then also it can be used in Mashallah, Proverbs 15 and 1. All right. So, Adawan Tazaza Banaya Pa, Lord's will, that was a beautiful edification through the Spirit. Wa Adawan Tazah, Adam Yashuam Tawabe, Lord's will. You all have a good day. Wa Shalom Lakam, which is peace to you all. Shalom, shalom.